So that was some camera ASMR. I actually thought of the idea as an episode for one of my IG stories, and a lot of people liked it, so they requested for a YouTube video, and well, yeah, here it is. And if you noticed, I was using two mics for the sound. One was the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro, and the other was the Deity S-Mic 2. In this video, I want to give you guys my thoughts about these two microphones, and to do that, I've rigged both mics up here, and they're recording simultaneously, and so when I'm talking about one mic, you're going to be listening to the audio from that mic as well. Right now, you're listening to the S-Mic 2. So let's start off with specs. Here are the V-Mic D3 Pro specs. It has a 320 mAh battery that lasts up to 51 hours, and it charges via USB-C. It has automatic power on and off, and it has a stepless gain knob that raises the levels by 20 decibels. It has a 3.5mm smart TRRS connector, and it has selectable low-cut filters you can choose from, 75Hz or 150Hz. And it also has an adjustable mount. Now onto the S-Mic 2 specs. It's a condenser microphone with a super cardioid pattern, it's moisture resistant, and it has an XLR input. I've been using both mics for quite a while now, and I've put these two mics into two very different use cases. The D3 Pro is my vlogging / run and gun microphone, and the S-Mic 2 is my studio microphone. I don't want to make this video too long, so I've chosen 3 things that I like about each microphone, and I just want to share that with you guys. So let's start off with the D3 Pro. The first thing I like about it is that it has a stepless gain knob. Basically what this lets me do is boost the gain on the camera itself, so I don't have to boost the levels on the camera itself. Cameras don't really have the best preamps inside of them, so it's best to keep your recording levels as low as you can. I set the D3 Pro on level 10 most of the time to get the most I can from the microphone itself, so I don't have to increase the audio recording level on the camera as much. The second feature I really like is automatic on and off. The thing with microphones that have batteries is that if you forget to turn them on and you start recording, you won't have any audio. And if you forget to turn it off after recording, then it'll just drain the power. With the D3 Pro, you don't have to worry about any of that because it automatically senses when the camera's on and when the camera's off. And when it's on, it turns itself on automatically, and then when the camera's off, it turns itself off as well. Coming from someone who's used the Rode Video Micro, which is basically a plug-and-play mic, this feature made the microphone super easy to use, and it was one less thing that I had to worry about while filming my vlogs. And the last thing I really like about the D3 Pro is that it charges via USB-C. One time I forgot to charge a microphone and it was in the middle of the day and I realized there was no more battery left, but luckily I brought a USB-C power bank and I was able to charge it, and that feature really saved me on that day. So yeah, I'm really happy that Deity chose to go with a USB-C. USB-C, all the things, please, it's 2019. I'm looking at you, Apple. Alright, now let's move on to the S-Mic 2. The first thing you'll notice when you pick it up is its build quality. I love the feeling of this mic. It's really dense and compact, and it feels rugged and tough. Deity says that it's moisture resistant, meaning it can go on sets with rain and stuff like that, and it'll still work really well. And looking at the build quality alone, I get what they mean. I also like that it's really long, so when it sits at the end of a boom pole, it can get really close to your subject. Like right now, it's just right outside of the shot. Alright, the second thing I like about it is its sound. Now, I'm no sound engineer, but I can say that it sounds pretty good. As someone who bought the S-Mic 2 with the intention of improving sound quality, I'm really impressed with how this mic records sound. It has a pretty even sound, it's not too tinny, not too bassy, and it gets my voice pretty well. And the great sound quality relates to the third thing, which is its price. Now, admittedly, the price of this mic is one of the reasons that I chose this mic over other microphones for my studio setup. Coming in at $429 or around 24,000 pesos here in the Philippines for the kit, it's a really budget-friendly option when comparing to other more popular mics like the Rode NTG3 and the Sennheiser MKH416. It's a really good mic to get started with getting good quality audio, and for its price, it does more than get the job done. Alright, now that I've given my thoughts about these mics, let's do a side-by-side test to see what they sound like. Now this test isn't to pit one mic against the other because they have very different use cases, but this test is just to see what both sound like. For this test, I'm going to be reading a spoken word poem and then I'm going to put which mic you're listening to down over here. Alright, so let's get started. Slam, poetry. Yelling, angry. Waving my hands, a lot. Specific point of view on things. Cynthia. Cynthia. Jesus died for our Cynthias. Jesus cried. Runaway bride. Julia Roberts. Julia Rob hurts. Cynthia. Cynthia. You're dead. You are dead. Bop boop beep bop bop boop bop. You're dead. That's for Cynthia, who's dead. Alright, so let's get started. Slam, poetry. Yelling, angry. Waving my hands, a lot. Specific point of view on things. Cynthia. Cynthia. Jesus died for our Cynthias. Jesus cried. Runaway bride. Julia Roberts. Julia Rob hurts. Cynthia. Cynthia. You're dead. You are dead. Bop boop beep bop bop boop bop. You're dead. That's for Cynthia, who's dead. Definitely one of my favorite pieces of poetry. Anyway, I'm really happy with what Deity is doing with their products. They're really high quality and get the job done, and it doesn't feel like they cut corners, especially given the price. If you're looking to buy a new run-and-gun mic, then the V-Mic D3 Pro is a really good option. And if you're looking for a studio shotgun mic, the S-Mic 2 is amazing for the price. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Now I'm gonna go practice my spoken word. I'll see you guys next time. Cynthia! There you go. Now all there's left to do is hang this up. Alright, that's about it. So it's finally up and